You know, I was not going to make a video about this. I was just, it would never cross my mind. And, you know, just, it's been almost 2 days, so 2 days since they found Andrea Bharatt's body. And that night I cried, and the next day I couldn't function. And I know that collectively we were all feeling, and still feeling, because it's still fresh, still feeling that pain, that grief, that anger, that sadness, that exhaustion. And we all express our outrage in different ways, you know, but I didn't think that, you know, because I was angry. I was angry with the men who did this to her, or the man who did this to her, because we're still not sure if it's one more than one or just one. But I didn't think I would get so angry and so vexed at the stupidness I'm hearing coming out of people's mouth in Trinidad and Tobago. We women of Trinidad and Tobago are being murdered. You understand that? We are being murdered, raped and murdered. And people still saying, anyway, people saying they don't know why, how something like this could happen. How did we fail as a society? How this could happen in our country? Where we went wrong? Everybody asking these questions and saying, oh, we failed you, Andrea. You know, this is just 2 months after Ashanti, and people still saying the same thing. Oh, we failed you. Where did we go wrong as a society? How these monsters could be walking around us. But they are not monsters. They are men. They are the men that we live with in Trinidad and Tobago. Not all of them, of course not. Not all, but the men of Trinidad and Tobago are doing this. Because it's not outsiders. And it's not monsters. It's not Laja Bless. It's not Laga, who is people, humans, men. But since nobody seems to know where they went wrong and how they're contributing to this, let me tell you, let me make it clear. This is how you are contributing to the murders of the women in this country. And why it is I get so angry to make this video is because I saw an article in a newspaper, one of our prominent newspapers of Trinidad and Tobago, and you know who you are, putting out an article 2 days ago, but I just saw it today. Safety tips for the women of Trinidad and Tobago. Now we all know that yes, we have to take precautions in this life. But I was really shocked and amazed to hear that your #1 tip for us ladies of Trinidad and Tobago was for us not to wear high heels. Because not only can we not run from an attacker in high heels, but it draws the wrong type of attention. My blood boil when I read that. Why is it that it's always what the victim is wearing when it is a woman? Here we go again. Your #1 suggestion was that us victims, the women of Trinidad and Tobago, need to dress better. So now we have to, along with the long list of other points you made, now we also have to, best we just wear sweatsuits and sneakers everywhere we go, so we could always be on the run. All right, we have to be on the run. So when you say things like that, when you turn the focus around on what the victim did and what the victim did not do to prevent somebody from attacking them, that is how you're contributing to the deaths of the women in this country every day. This is how you're contributing. When you're writing articles and you're talking to children in schools and you're having private conversations and it goes something like this. Ladies, young ladies, make sure you're dressing appropriately. No shorts, no short skirts. Don't have too much cleavage. Don't wear them tight thing. Don't wear too much makeup. Don't go out in the night. What you was doing there? Why were you alone? I like how we have all these questions for the victim, but I'm not hearing questions for the perpetrators. I'm not seeing the victims on who are these men? Why is it what she was wearing and where she was going and who she was with? But it is never, why are these people doing this? Who is this man? Where can we find him and arrest him and convict him? I am livid. I'm not staying quiet on this anymore. We are being murdered. You understand that? We women of Trinidad and Tobago are being murdered. So I'm not going to stay quiet because I could be next. You can be next. Your mother, your grandmother, your auntie, your sister, your cousin, your daughter, she could be next. Because there is no value placed on women in this country. And people are just acting like we should just all grieve and say a prayer and light a candle and then just move on, right? We should just forget about it and just pray that it doesn't happen to us. If we just wear loose enough clothing and wear sneakers, how wearing sneakers are going to get me out of a car with one or more men who locked me inside? How that helping me? Tell me. Oh, yeah, you can't. This is the kind of thinking, the mentality that you are perpetuating. And the message, the subliminal and underlying message of those kinds of statements and comments and conversations, the messaging you are giving to men, boys, and women and other girls is that the responsibility for keeping you safe and keeping you from being raped and killed is on you women. It is on you to not dress inappropriately or provocatively. It is on you to make sure you're not out at night. It is on you to make sure you lock up in your house whole day. It is on you to make sure that you are never alone. Well, that is not how life works. We are adults and we have things to do. We cannot be locked up in the house whole day. Okay? I know to me it looked like some of y'all like that notion that we are afraid and that we're going to lock up and stay quiet in the house. But we're not going to do that. That is not how we're going to live our lives in Trinidad and Tobago. I am fed up, and there are serious, holistic changes that need to be made in this country, from the top down to the side to the next side. Right? This is a societal issue. This is a educational issue. This is a legal issue. This is a governmental issue. This is a police issue. This is a mentality issue. This is not what she was wearing. What Andrea was wearing, she was dressed for work. And how dare you? How dare you insult the women of Trinidad and Tobago by putting out an article like that? You are insulting and you are disgusting and you are contributing to the deaths of every woman in this country. How dare you? So unless you are willing to address your own attitudes, nothing is going to change. Unless you teach your young boys from primary school, coming up to secondary school, to tertiary education, to young men, unless you teach them about consent, respecting people's boundaries, respecting people's body and their right to say no, and your right and your ability as a man to have some self-control and not act out your deepest inner fetishes and fantasies and whatever other perversions going on in your mind. People, I've been hearing since I was small, I've been hearing from everyday people to police officers to even professionals that, you know, basically what you was doing there, well, everybody know that has happened. Why you had to put yourself in that position? I hear people saying that they stay out of domestic violence because that's man and woman thing, that husband and wife thing. And then you want to know why nobody's stepping in and why women just get murdered and slaughtered out here. Because you're not stepping in. That's not your place. That's not your business. I'm minding my business. That's them business. And then you want to light a candle and cry and make a hashtag when somebody dead. That's not helping. It's stopping anything. No, because it starts with all of us. But it also, the authorities have a big, huge part to play in it because mentalities take generations to change. But policies can be changed a lot quicker. Now, this video is not about going into the intricacies of solving the legal system and the police force and all these things. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other issue. We could talk about that for days. But what I'm trying to tell you is that each individual person wanted to know where we went wrong and how we failed Andrea, and how we failed Ashanti and all these other women and girls in this country who are dead now. This was it. This is how you did it. This is how you contributed. Everybody had a part to play. I hate when people keep asking all these questions about the victim, like why you didn't prevent yourself from getting raped and murdered or interfered with. When the #MeToo movement was going on and every single woman had a story, not just celebrities, but every woman who used that hashtag, millions of women. Everybody know they went in a club or a fete or a party and some man touched their bottom, touched their breast, touched their private without permission. Everybody have a story. Why is that? That's disgusting, disturbing. When I was a child and I went to the bank with my mother and I was waiting on her and the security guard touched my bottom, what I was wearing, I was in a public place with security, with my mother, and that man still touched my bottom, and I was, how old I was, boy, like 13, 12 or 13 or something like that. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's not making sense. And people really need to reflect. You want to know where you went wrong? That's where you went wrong. You want to know how you could help and how you could change? Start pulling up on your brethren when you hear them saying things like, yeah, I'll get she tonight if I only hold she. Or I'll put it down on she ain't know what she want. Right? When you hear and you see something going on and you just walk away or you stand up there and watch it, that's how you contribute to it. And I know it's scary to be brave. It is scary because you don't know what your safety is going to be like as soon as you open your mouth, but you have to. That's the only way it's going to change. And men, we need you. We need you to stand up for us. We need you to stand up for yourselves. Have some respect for yourself as a man to stand up against other men when you see them being violent or controlling or roughing up women, or you hear them saying things, or you know your brethren beating his wife, but you just staying out of it. No. You have to stand up as a man. We need you, because us protecting ourselves has not been working. Because men find a way around everything to get what they want when they have a target on lock. You know this. We could wear the flat shoes and wear a big huge dress and cover we head and stay inside, and somebody will still break in the house and do it. We need your help, and everybody have a part to play. So think about that, and please start being more aware of what you're saying and what you're doing, especially around your children. They're learning from us. Now, I know I went on a rant, but it was necessary because I'm not staying quiet on this issue. So if you agree with what I have to say, let me know in the comments. Like and share and subscribe if you want. But I needed to say this. Bye.